What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again with our first tutorial video for Tower of Trials. Today we're going to be hopping into stage 30, going up against the Earth Goblin Shaman using only a 2-star team. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably wondering, why in the world are we not doing a tutorial for stage 10 or stage 20? Basically, guys, if you've been following my videos for the past couple of weeks, you understand the fundamentals of your composition, what you need to bring in order to clear content. That's going to be your AoE healer, your damage mitigator, your debuffer, and your AoE poisoner. If you have all those things locked down at a 4-star max team level 30, you should be able to do relatively fine. Now, keep in mind the Tower of Trials is one of the end game types of PvE content, so the quality of not just your team, but also the glyphs, the evolution of your creatures, and as well as the skill ups are going to be very, very important. Now, before we start stage 30, one of the things I want you guys to do once you get in the team selection screen is to take a look at the bottom right, as we have an option to view the enemies. This is going to be very important. Anytime you go into the Tower of Trials, you're going to have an opportunity to look at every single element they're going to be showcasing in each of the 3 waves. As you guys can see, we have 2 mono element stages with air and water, as well as the Earth Goblin Shaman at the end featuring 4 water creatures. Now, this is something to consider because, as you guys know, fire is going to be strong against earth, but of course water is strong against fire. So keep that in mind when you're creating your composition in order to take this unit out. As you can see, I opted for a non-fire team. We're going to be using our basic units here: the Earth Nymph, we have the Water Arcane Bird, the Air Unicorn, our Air Assassin, and our +1 unit that is really assisting me in clearing TOT content is the Air Basilisk. For the first stage, let's take a look at the 3 different air creatures that we have to take on. First one in the middle is going to be the Air Shield Guard. This one has a single target body shield as well as an AoE slow. The unit adjacent to it on both sides is going to be the Air Minotaur. This one is a 3-star creature that has a single target resistance break, a heal block, as well as an AoE counterattack and an AoE buff that provides elemental advantage when defending. The last one is the one you guys all know about, the Air Stone Guard, the unit that we start out with. This one has a single target attack break and an AoE taunt. Out of the 3 creatures that we have on the stage, I do believe that the Air Minotaur is going to be one of the harder ones to deal with. The single target heal block, as well as the AoE counterattack and the elemental advantage defense buff, is definitely going to slow down the rate at which you clear this stage. However, because of the fact that this one has 2 versus 1, I opted to go for the shield guard since it has that single target body shield. I definitely did not want to work on a unit and then have the shield guard protected with that second skill. Of course, you guys can switch it up as you see fit. It's very, very dependent on what you have in your lineup. If you have some kind of an AoE CC in order to crowd control those particular units, then you can opt to switch it up as you see fit. Keep in mind though, for the Air Stone Guard, one of the things that it's bringing into the mix is the AoE taunt. Now, as you guys might have heard, the AoE taunt forces the opponent to go ahead and target it, but they can use any of their 3 skills. However, if you have a unit per se like our Earth Nymph that has an AoE heal, since you have to target the Air Stone Guard, you're not going to be able to use your AoE heal, preventing yourself from keeping your team alive. So keep that in mind as you clear the stage. For our second stage, we got 2 different units. We have the Water Minotaur as well as the Water Stone Guard. Now, the Water Minotaur, we have a single target silence as well as an AoE taunt. And then the Water Stone Guard, we have an AoE taunt with a passive shield based off of 10% of the max HP. Out of these 2 units, I do believe the Water Minotaur is going to be the one to go for. As you guys know, the single target silence is not going to allow us to utilize our second and third skills. So if they do get that landed, that's going to definitely set us back. Both of the units have the AoE taunt that we're going to have to deal with, and because of the fact that the Water Stone Guard has a counterattack on its passive as well, that kind of makes me want to lean over to the Air Minotaur, taking out that single target silence ability, and then focusing down the Water Stone Guards to move on to stage 3. For the boss stage, we have the Water Stone Guard joining us again, along with 2 different units. We have the Water Colossus and of course the boss, the Earth Goblin Shaman. The Water Colossus has an AoE attack, slow, and critical damage reduction, as well as an AoE cleanse, an elemental advantage on defense buff, and an immunity. The Earth Goblin Shaman has an AoE strip, as well as a defense break, and an AoE silence. So out of these 3 units, I do believe that the Water Colossus is going to be the one that we want to focus on first. Because of the fact that it has that AoE cleanse alongside the immunity, it's definitely going to set us back if we're heavily reliant on harmful effects and crowd controlling effects in order to take this unit down. Of course, the Earth Goblin Shaman has the AoE strip with the defense break and the AoE silence. However, as you guys can see, my +1 unit is the Air Basilisk, which I'm going to be using to single target control the damage and control the turn bar manipulation on this particular unit so that I can focus on the Water Colossus and take him down. After I control the Water Colossus, I definitely want to focus down that Earth Goblin Shaman. Of course, with the Water Stone Guards providing that AoE taunt, that may set us back a little bit. So again, depending on the team that you bring, if you're going to be incorporating immunity or a little bit more CC, definitely keep that in mind, as the taunting ability is going to prevent us from using the heals to keep our team alive. That's pretty much going to be it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and showcase the rest of the match so you can see exactly what I did. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below. I'll be looking to hear your feedback from this. If you like this style of video, please give this one a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.
Check this out.